Better vocals, recording better vocals. I'm going to give you the tip of the day that none of these guys are going to give you. Here it is. All right, you want to record better vocals. You got to be 6 inches for the microphone. Get yourself a pop screen, you know. You got to be in a quiet room, you know. You've heard all this shit before. Is it helping you? Highly doubt it. So let's talk about becoming a better recording artist. This is why we call it recording artist, right? You want better vocals, you got to become a better recording artist. So when I first started singing and when I first started doing voiceover, I did voiceover. I don't know if you know this, but I did voiceover for damn near 7 years professionally. So I did it for commercials. I did it for all sorts of different stuff, right? I did characters, all that stuff. I was like, hey guys, go check out right now on blah, 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 the DDD, you know? I did that stuff. And I learned really quickly how to make my vocals sound exactly how I wanted them to sound on any microphone, any preamp, any whatever you got. If you got some plugins, you got some Waves plugins, you got Logic stock plugins, you got Pro Tools plugins, whatever it is, I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you these 3 tips. It's going to be a complete game changer for how you record your vocals. All right. Now, number 1, this is super, no one's going to tell you this stuff. I'm telling you, this is like 20 years of doing music. Number 1, compress the shit out of your vocals. Put EQs on that vocal, make it sound crazy. Get it all the way to like mix master stage on your vocal chain. Straight up. Straight up. Cue the Travis Scott ad-lib, right? The reason being is because you want to record through a chain that is going to sound how your actual vocal is going to sound when a mixing engineer gets to it. When you compress the shit out of a vocal, you're going to get all the noise floor in your room up. What's that going to force you to do? It's going to force you to find the quietest spot in your room, right? Because you don't want that shh. You're going to realize, oh my God, I've had my microphone right next to my damn computer the whole time. I'm a bonehead. I'm not even thinking about this shit because I'm high out of my brain and I just took 3 bong rips. Well, you're a fucking idiot because this is a simple task. Move your microphone away from things that make noise, right? But the tip is really important. Compress the shit out of your vocal. Why also? Because you won't do this. Pa pa q q t g pa I know it's a little dramatic. I know I'm being a little bit aggressive today, but I want you guys to understand this is really important to figure out mic control. Your microphone, the way that you speak into it, your plosives, your consonants, and your cha-cha-s and your s's. Nobody wants to hear that shit. And mixing engineers have to go in detail to DS to do all this shit. And then your note back is, bro, it sounds too processed. Sounds distorted. Yeah, because you recorded it like a newbie. Like you have no idea what you're doing, right? So compress the crap out of it going in. Do all your EQ. Boost the high end, right? Figure out like, oh shit, there's a lot of sibilance in this. Okay, so maybe now when I go to the microphone, I'm not eating the microphone because now it's all boomy, you know, because you got the compression on there. So compression, EQ, make a chain like it's finished. Record through that. Straight up. Okay. Number 2. I mean, really, like I just gave you 3 within that whole tip, right? But number 2, absolutely imperative that you make sure that you have good headphones. Like not headphones that are like cracking at the seams and bleeding right into the microphone. Make sure that you're not like, you know, cranking your headphones and you got all this bleed going into it. Like that happens all the time. That is so hard to get rid of. And remember, if you go back to 1 and you compress the crap out of your vocal chain, you EQ the crap out of your vocal chain, you're going to hear all that headphone bleed. So what I do when I'm recording is I push those motherfuckers. I push them way up against my ears and I keep it real tight, like a air seal tight, right? And I just like let myself inside of the world that's happening within the headphones. Okay. And you just want to have those so tight that you're adding that extra seal. It's a good tip. Hope you take it. It's really important. And it'll keep all that headphone bleed out. A lot of people don't think about these things, right? Because they're not going through the editing, the melodyning, the vocal lining, the auto line post. They're not doing the RX8 on everything, de-plosifying, doing all this stuff, and then finally getting you to a professional mixed and mastered record. So they're not hearing all this. They don't care about this. They're like, just give my engineer. And their engineer is going and tweaking the shit out of it. And they're like, why does this sound so like crazy? Bro, because you recorded it like garbage, right? So there it is. Those are those 2 tips. The third tip, and kind of just coincides with all of this, is make sure wherever you're recording has a very, 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 very low noise floor, okay? This goes back to tip 1 and tip 2, right? You got headphone bleed, you got a higher noise floor. Gets into the microphone. Higher noise floor. What happens when you compress? This is your dynamic range. This down here is your noise floor, right? You're going like this. I'm bringing all that shit up, and then you're doing the post gain, right? The makeup gain. You're going like this. All that noise floor. All this. All the headphone bleed, the computer hiss, your neighbor, your mom in the other room, like, hey, Daryl, you recording that shit again? They're pissed, right? You got dogs outside, you got traffic outside, and your engineer's like, what do you want me to do? You're like, mix and master it, bro. Make it louder. Make it louder. Go louder, bro. Louder. Can't go louder when your noise floor is right there, right? So get in the most quiet place ever. How do you find the quietest place? Go back to tip 1. That's it. Tip of the day. And if you like this was helpful for you, click the link in the description, pick up our vocal mixing masterclass, our advanced vocal mixing masterclass, and take your vocals to the next level. Like straight up. This will get you like overnight. Now, Kevin KDE Beggs did these video tutorials, and this is our process at Radium from start to finish. If you got the vocal mixing masterclass and the advanced vocal mixing masterclass, I guarantee you 1000% give you 100% of your money back. You go through every single one of those video modules and your mixes don't improve by 1000%, I will give you your money back straight up. No questions asked whatsoever. Just ask that you get through all the video modules. You show me that you did it. Like, go through the work, show me you did it, and you're like, dude, my shit didn't improve. I didn't learn shit. All right, here's your $50 back. Get out of my face, right? That's it. That's the tip of the day, almost every day. Hope this was helpful and you didn't get your feelings hurt.